Neil, todos están de acuerdo. Queremos que seas el comandante. Vas a ir a la luna.
It was a great responsibility, absolutely. For the reasons that you just stated, but also, you know, that his sons were very involved in this film, and they were going to watch this movie when it was over, and you know, they were going to see, you know, not just this iconic figure in history, but their father and their mother. And it was very important to me that, most important to me, that they felt like we honored that. Not enough. There was a lot to try and reflect in this film. And, you know, we had an extraordinary amount of help. NASA was very helpful, many of Neil's co-workers, his family, but, you know, I didn't pick up anything that's you know, as fun at parties as piano. No, there was, it's interesting because they're very different films, very different styles. I mean, just different in so many ways, but, you know, I think Damien's approach is similar. You know, he's very focused on the characters, and the style comes from the story, and you know, he's able to work at a very large scale, but somehow keep the environment on set feeling very intimate and creative.
¡Esto está ardiendo! No sé cómo decírtelo. Han muerto, Neil.
I don't know. I think that the dynamic of the situation that I was in was so relaxed and calm because Damien and Ryan have worked together before, and just the people that they are, they're just not intimidating, or they're just so down to earth and kind and lovely. So it couldn't have been a nicer working environment, really. So if I'd have kind of made a big deal about my role in it and that I was involved, it would have been a bit embarrassing. So I just had to come to work every day and do my job, and then go home and silently go. So much about her. I loved her fight and her kind of her tenacity. She kind of was a very, very brave person. But I also loved their dynamic in their relationship. I loved the truth of it, and you couldn't knock her down. You know, life threw some really terrible things at her, and she just kept getting back up. And she had a sense of humour, and she smiled. You know, she seemed like quite a happy person in general, happy outlook, and so I loved that about her. No, I sort of don't mourn characters in that way. I mean, I loved playing Elizabeth, but I mourn the experience and the people, and I miss people, and I'm so sentimental. It's ridiculous about every job I've ever done. And so that's the thing that I hold on to with dear life. The characters, I feel like, you know, we have our time with each other and then it's done. And I can't wait to start a new one, really, and find a new person to get to know.
No tenéis nada bajo control.
¿Qué pasa, Neil?
Todos los éxitos.